How have you successfully defeated toenail fungus? I have, and it sucked. When I was 18, I dropped a hockey skate on my foot in the locker room and cracked my toenail. It hurt something fierce, but we had to be on the ice, so I didn't think twice. I got dressed, went to practice, and showered up afterwards like normal. After a couple days, the toe was healing nice, the bruising was mainly gone, and the nail was starting to grow out. File this one as forgotten. About a month or two later, I start to notice my toenail is growing weird and investigate. After trimming it back with toenail clippers, it looks a lot like this. Fortunately, I only got it on my big toe. So, being the responsible 18-year-old college freshman I am, I schedule an appointment with my doctor over winter break, about 2 months out. Fast forward to the doctor's appointment, and we discuss our options. There is a drug on the market called Lamisil, terbinafine, that can treat the issue by forcing the body to grow a new nail without the fungus and slowly push the old one away. Side effects include upset stomach that doesn't go away, extreme fatigue, depression or changes in mood, chest pain or irregular heartbeat, vomiting, fever, sore throat, or other signs of infection, severe skin rash that worsens, damage to the liver, potential loss of taste. After discussing, we decide that 12 weeks on this drug to clean up a cosmetic, mainly, issue for a college kid that likes beer and such would be a bad idea at this time. Let's table the oral medication and go with topical. We do a round of topical and it knocks it down, but always seems to come back not too much later. Slowly, I stop treating it altogether because the cycle never stops, and I just live with it for probably 15 years or so. It's ugly but manageable. One day about 5 years ago, I go to my new doctor and he notices my toe and subscribes Lamisil without really consulting. I bring up my issues from before, and he says don't drink during the process, and the other side effects are so small that he rarely ever sees them come into effect, and the ones that do are minor and I away. I say okay, I can do it this time around. Let's go. About 30 days into the cycle, I'm sitting on the couch eating pizza, and I think to myself, this is really bland. Okay, that's weird. It's a cheap chain pizza. It's always been the same for years. Whatever, chalk it up to the high school kids working the oven. Come dinner time, I start to eat, and everything seems muted. Weird. Maybe I have a cold. Next day, I can't taste a thing. Nothing. I can smell food, but once it's in my mouth, it's just texture. Call the doc. Have switched to a new one at this point for other reasons, and he is a rock star. He clears a slot in his day, and I rush over. I tell him what's going on, and he takes me off Lamisil that instant. I may or may not get my sense of taste back. Report any other side effects if they pop up. Sorry, but you're not on the drug long enough. This was all for nothing. I can expect the fungus to be a lifelong visitor at this point. A month goes by. I'm down about 20 lbs because I eat for texture and stop. When I'm full, I can't taste anything, so I don't feel an urge to keep eating. This effect is nice. Eating food based on texture changes everything. Foods I loved, I can't eat. Things I wouldn't go near before are now acceptable because the mouthfeel is there and makes eating somewhat enjoyable. My fridge has no rhyme or reason. If a chef looked in there, they'd shake their head and walk away. None of it went together in the traditional sense, but it worked for me. This continues for the next 3 to 4 months. Then one day, I can taste something sour. Not a lot, but it's there. Slowly over the next 2 months, more and more comes back. It's been 4 years or so, and I have a good palate now, but it's still crippled. First bite of a big flavor I can't taste, especially if it's on the opposite side of the spectrum from the last flavor. I have to take 2 to 3 bites to get the flavor to resolve, and I still don't taste in the level of most people. I miss a flavor here or there, so some expensive dishes just cheaper to me because I miss what the chef is trying to impart. My toenail looks great though. I guess the cycle I did endure did its job, but I honestly wouldn't trade a cosmetic toe upgrade for crippled tasters.